From Neon Eagle Video comes a movie you probably don't know, but a movie you have definitely seen an image from. From 1986, this is Ninja Terminator on Blu-ray. This is directed by Godfrey Ho and stars Richard Harrison. It really mostly stars other people, but this version of the movie, and I'm going to get back to that, stars Richard Harrison, not to be confused with George Harrison or Rex Harrison. This is Blu-ray 91 minutes, features English audio dub with English optional English SDH subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, in case you hear a line and you're like, did he really say that? And you want to rewind it and get text proof, then that's on there. So this is, Godfrey Ho apparently did a lot of these. They refer to them in the extras as a cut and paste film, where they take an existing film, maybe more than one existing film, and they shoot new footage about ninjas with a bunch of Caucasians and Richard Harrison running around slicing up watermelons in his apartment while clad in a camouflage. He's in a white apartment, clad in a camouflaged ninja outfit, slicing and dicing Ginsu style a watermelon with his ninja sword. They would take these movies and mash them up. So the majority of this film was a film that was a South Korean action movie called The Uninvited Guest of the Star Ferry. And that's a really good action movie. The action in this movie is phenomenal, but it keeps, the story is about some group of, I'm not going to tell you the whole story. Not that there's a lot to be told. There's a group of ninjas, they're clad in black, steal the Golden Ninja Warrior, not to be confused with the contemporary game show, a Golden Ninja Warrior statue from a group of ninjas in hot pink who are having some kind of a ceremony indoors. And the rest of the film are the two groups trying to get that back. And Richard Harrison mostly being in his apartment answering phone calls on a Garfield phone. That's the bit that you know. The bit that you know is this tired-looking, short-haired blonde man with a big blonde mustache sitting with a Garfield phone next to him, talking on the phone. So he uses a Garfield phone in this film, and it's totally ridiculous. Richard Harrison looks completely bored for the entire film. He wears a lot of eyeliner. There's another Caucasian guy who's also a ninja who wears a lot of eyeliner and looks equally bored. The whole thing is dubbed. This film is ridiculous and wonderful and a joy. This is a joy. Thank you, Neon Eagle Video, for bringing this to home video at long last. The movie behind the meme, it's finally out. The extras are phenomenal. The action is completely ridiculous and really good. Like, the Hong Kong action is great. The newly added ninja stuff and how the film was redubbed to be about all this ninja stuff, which the original, I keep saying Hong Kong, the original South Korean film had really nothing at all to do with ninjas, but they cut in all this ninja footage. I'm always a fan of cinematic chicanery, carnyism, and ballyhoo. So how you could take a film that's really about something and then totally retool it with some new stuff and make it about something else and get some more money out of it is just brilliant to me. So the film is legit a good action movie and legit a ridiculous film to watch alone. Sometimes you watch a movie alone and you're like, I didn't really like that. But if I was with people, I would like that. I loved this by myself, and with a group, this will be a phenomenon. There's a blonde Chinese gangster with a Prince Valiant haircut in a white suit, which is just something in this film. There's a little wind-up plastic robot toy robot that delivers messages to the ninjas. There's like a knock at the door, and this little plastic robot comes in, and it's not like Herbert Lom in Asylum. This is just like this little cheap knockoff of the Transformers or whatever, delivering a videotape. It's very strange. Extras. You get a commentary by Kenneth Bronson and Phil Gillian of the Podcast on Fire Network. That's very good. You get a commentary by Asian film experts Mike Leader and Arne Venema, which those guys are always great. They're on a lot of martial arts commentaries. They bring their own knowledge of all the people. They know Godfrey Ho. They have a lot of really funny anecdotes about dealing with Philip Ko and Godfrey Ho and the people that made this film or crafted this film. You get Ninja Master, an interview with Godfrey Ho, who seems like a really cool guy with a good sense of humor. That's 16 minutes. You get, and that's a newly done by Mr. Venema. Golden Ninja Dubs. This is really cool. Interview with Godfrey Ho and dubber Simon Broad, 17 minutes. This is an interview with a British actor who lived in Hong Kong back in the 70s, 80s, talking about what it was like to dub these movies and what process they used to dub these movies. And that's just fascinating to me. And they show a clip of him, putting on a fake American accent to do the dubbing, or they show a clip from the movie with him doing the dubbing, which is kind of interesting to see this guy now and hear what his voice was like 40 something years ago. Ninja Mania, How Ninjas Invaded the West. Interview with my close personal friend, Chris Pajali, co-author of These Fists Break Bricks. And it's all about the whole ninja film phenomenon. That's fantastic. That's 19 minutes. And the trailer, it is 3 minutes. It is in standard def from a tape source. Strangely, it's in skinny vision, like it's 4:3, but it really should be widescreen. I don't know why they didn't just digitally squash that so that it would fill the screen and look like it was supposed to. That was a little annoying and mystifying to me, but otherwise it's cool to see the trailer. Maybe if you have one of those TVs that will mess with the image, or used to be the Oppo player would let you, resize the image on your TV to your own taste. Anyway, this is what it looks like. You get the cover there, newly commissioned artwork for that, front and back. Crack it open and you get artwork on the disc, and you get what might have been the original VHS artwork. I'm not sure, but boy, is this a keeper. Boy, is this a fun release. Thank you, Neon Eagle Video. I hope you bring more Godfrey Ho, Richard Harrison, guy who seems like he doesn't want to be there, Caucasian ninja insanity to the world of Blu-ray. Ninja Terminator.